Good morning. Welcome to Time in His Word. Have you ever had one of those weeks where it just starts off bad? You're not really excited with the way it starts, and it just seems like it just snowballs from there, and you can't get it turned around. And I'm having one of those weeks. First off, I had to deliver Monday morning between midnight and 4 a.m. Well, I had to start Sunday night. I'd called earlier on Friday to see if I could sleep on their parking lot because that was going to mess me up for later in the morning to get loaded. They never called back, which shippers and receivers have been known to do that. They want you to call them, but a lot of times they won't call you back, or their number's no good, or their voicemail's full. There's just always issues there. But anyway, so I got over there and I got delivered, and then I got to where I was supposed to be loaded Monday. Well, then I had to wait till Monday afternoon to load. And then they wanted me by noon the next day to deliver, and had troubles with that. Then they got me another load that I had to deliver the next morning. I had trouble at the shipper. And then that made me pick that load up late. And it just keeps on going. But what I'm getting at, so this morning I was sitting here and I was thinking, I just needed to read something simple and to the point, and to remind me that God is with me, even though it feels like this week is just a disaster and I can't get it to stop. It's been nothing drastic. I've not damaged anything per se, but it's just been one of those weeks. I've made some mistakes mentally that I shouldn't have done, that I knew better, and it just, like I said, it's just snowballed. So this morning I was thinking about that. I need to read some passages that just reminds me of God and His grace and His mercy that He has for me. And I came up with 3. I'm going to share them with you this morning. The first one is one of my favorites. It's in John the 14th chapter. If you watch Hannity on Fox News, he likes to quote part of this passage a lot. And I believe over the years I've heard him say he's Catholic. And so he does know some about the Bible. But this passage that he quotes quite often, it's good. It's a good reminder that God is always there, and that He's prepared a place for us. John 14, do not let your heart be troubled. Believe in God. Believe also in me. In my Father's house are many dwelling places. If it were not so, I would have told you, for I go to prepare a place for you. If I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you to myself. Where I am, there you may be also. So it's just a simple little verse, but it reminds me that no matter what's going on in my life today, that God's already prepared a place for me when He calls me home. And another one I want to share this morning, a small one. These are small ones. Romans 10:17. So faith comes from hearing, and hearing by the word of Christ. And in the margin of my Bible, I wrote down John 14:1. To me, they run together. So if it says in 14:1, don't let your heart be troubled, believe in God, believe also in me, then the verse that I just read, so faith comes from hearing, and hearing by the word of Christ, those to me tie together. They remind me, with the week that I'm having, that no matter what, God is still there. God is still in my corner to help me to get through this week. I can't wait for this week to get over. I got to go to the yard today and get some inspections done and stuff, and I'm not going to start out till tomorrow or possibly even Sunday. And so hopefully it's like drawing a line in the sand, and everything after today is better. That's about all I can think of it. And the last passage I want to share with you this morning is in 2 Corinthians 5:1. It says, for we know that if the earthly tent, which is our house, is torn down, we have a building from God, a house not made with hands, eternally in heavens. So these verses, while they're simple, right to the point, they're telling me, you know what? It's okay. It's okay that you're having a bad week. God is still there. He's still there. He's still preparing a place for me. Nothing's changed between him and I. It's just one of those weeks where nothing's going right. And sometimes we need to take and stop and just look at simple little verses that are full of promise and remember that no matter how bad our day is, it'll be better. It'll get better. And we have good things to look forward to when this time on earth comes to an end. So today I'm kind of like drawing a line in the sand and start out fresh, hopefully on Saturday or Sunday morning, and leave all this madness of this week behind, because this has just been awful. But I want to close with this. Do not let your heart be troubled. Believe in God, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many dwelling places. If it were not so, I would have told you. For I go to prepare a place for you. If I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you to myself, that where I am, there you may be also.